Go fast. Thank you. Hopefully do not need luck. Hopefully can just play with enough skill, but Braid feels like luck right now, unfortunately. I just feel like I have so little control over what happens. Which I know is probably not true in the slightest, but it's definitely what it feels like. Hey Kojo, how you doing? I saw you doing some Batman and stuff. How's that going? I know I extended an offer to you last weekend, but I didn't have enough time, and you didn't follow up, so I didn't get prioritized very highly. If you want to do more of that this weekend, I'm going to need more information from you, once again, about when you want splits to happen. So, whenever you feel like making me a list or some saves, or even just chatting about it, just ping me on Discord or Steam or something. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. Absolutely. Again, I need information. That's all. So if you can set up a time when you're free, like just say, I don't know, I'm free Sunday afternoon or something, then I'll try and remember to ping you. I still have the game installed. It's just that, like, I don't think I have any of the save files anymore. And honestly, what I think I want at this point is for you to give me, like, a save file before every time you want to split. Unless there are those categorical things, like entered cutscene, that you want splits for. Sunday afternoon sounds good. Great. Let's plan on that. Am I doing anything Sunday afternoon before I make that promise? I don't think so. This weekend sounds like a lot of fun coding, as opposed to this week, which was a lot of very boring coding. Which is good. I like diversity in my life. I just wish the diversity was interesting coding and then other interesting coding. But hey, whatever. Can't always get what you want. The Beatles? No. It's not the Beatles. Who sings that song? Rolling Stones, thank you. With some pop band. Didn't remember which one. Pop, rock, whatever. Some musical band that I've heard a lot of on the radio and then proceeded to never buy any of their songs. Someone is hosting me, and I cannot check who it is right now. I'm going to assume it's Kojo. Well, whoever it is, thank you. meant to get a bunny hop there. I did not. Just not gonna question what happened there. I think I hit jump a little bit too early. Actually, I know I hit jump a little bit too early. Don't do that. Oh, I got the backup, which is good. The backup strat lets me do that. The backup strat is where you accidentally rewind so much that the green fireball intersects with the normal fireball, and you get some of the intended solution path, which means you are much more likely to make the cycle. So you just go for it, and it usually works. Meant to times 8 there, whatever. Still a very good time for this piece. Sub 6 is what I'm looking for. A 5:53 is pretty respectable. I think some of the best runners get sub 5:50s, but I'm not one of the best runners, so I will take my sub 6 and leave. That's awkward. Hey, it worked anyways. Take it. To you too, Mimic. Didn't quite enter the aggro radius. Didn't quite mean to do that either, but whatever. Going pretty well so far. See if I can avoid getting impaled by a fireball during this exit sequence. Nice. This is a pretty good chapter 3, actually. I think 740 is about my best. So I'll take a 742. 1 second. It was Kojo. Well, thank you. That was very strange. The princess. Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about either. Hallucinatory dinosaur. But one of the voices told me there was a princess, so I'm gonna go look for her. I would believe Tim is a schizophrenic. Nice. Good place to lose time. Better place to lose time. Deep breaths. This is about how well I was doing last night at like 9:30. Just making sort of dumb mistakes on things because I'm getting tired. It happens. That was sketchy. hate when I screw that up. Happens though. Costs a bit more time because I think I missed a cycle up top. I absolutely do agree with PY that splits per level would be so much better. There are too many interdependent levels, or interdependent pieces. Or a mistake on one will cost you on another. Because there are too many things that are cycle based. So it's definitely going to be something I'm looking into tonight. Because I had some ideas. Uh-oh. Well, there goes a cycle. Hopefully just one, though. Yeah, it looks like just one. Or feels like just one. I can't see my splits. I don't need the PB by a lot, so... There's definitely merit to continuing absolutely every run, unless something absolutely atrocious happens. Which does on occasion, but... As someone who looks for consistency over speed, I have okay runs a lot more often than I have great runs, and I have great runs a lot more often than I have terrible runs, which is really nice. I don't care about having great runs. Especially not for most of the games I play, which just aren't that competitive. Like for Talos, I would care that I had great runs, but I'm not playing Talos. I don't play games that have ridiculously difficult tricks that are almost completely luck-based, where the setup is something like this and then go for it. Which is pretty stellar, honestly. Slight mistake there. NBD. It really doesn't matter how fast I go there. Oh boy, unless of course I screw it up. At which point in time it really does matter. Good job, me. You did it. You did it all. The best. 10-15 seconds, I think. Yeah. Sounds like Talos. Yeah. It's most of Talos, unfortunately. It's a little bit of this game, but mostly this game, much like The Witness, has pixel setups for everything if you want them. Mostly you don't, but if you want them. Second try is good enough. Fortunately. Yeah, you just want to recognize the following. Yeah, that was one of the great things about the tutorial for this game. The entirety of that Braid level just says, do what I do, repeatedly, and then rewinds to show you what he did, and then says, look at that, wasn't that great? With zero explanation of what's actually going on. It's pretty frustrating to realize, like, oh, you're supposed to be holding these two directional keys. It's the main reason why I'm running with a keyboard visualizer. So if someone wants to learn from my run, they can. They can just see what inputs I'm making and go, oh, you're pushing up right. Like, it's not a bad tutorial. It explains a lot of the important tricks, but it also doesn't explain a lot of the important tricks. Also, the word immediately is absolutely a trap in speedrunning. Because immediately is as fast as you can react, which is completely different for different people. I know there was a trick in Dark Souls for a while, which involved reacting to an enemy attack by doing a counterattack. Not a riposte. It was a particular, like, an enemy would grab you, and you'd react by starting your attack, so that as the enemy grabbed you, it pushed you out of bounds, and you hit it while you were out of bounds. It was a one-frame window, and with that one-frame window, there were, like, a variety of weapons you could use, and each of them had different attack intervals, and, like, it was ridiculous, because there were some weapons for which it was like, oh, you can't react the extra 10 milliseconds faster than I can, and as a result, you aren't going to be able to pull off this trick. Yeah, using a reaction time is a bad idea, because they vary pretty heavily person to person. Something I learned from playing first-person shooters. Human reaction times vary dramatically, which is not a bad thing. Just means you have to be aware of it. An average of 170? That's not average. That's superhuman. I'm serious. Average human reaction time is about 300. For FPS gamers, I generally find that it's about 250. Oh, personal average reaction time, not it's an average reaction time. My apologies, I misread what you said. My bad. This is what I get for reading things quickly. Especially while trying to pull off a speedrun. Yeah, no, that is a very, very high, low reaction time. I think the best I've ever met someone with was a 190. And that was a player who had played a Twitch game for 5 years. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Yeah, I'm good. Jumped a little bit late there. But all is remedied by just climbing down the ladder instead of up it. Yeah, I'm honestly very surprised by that. Like, the person I met was an opper from CS, who had been opping since 1.6. And he wasn't a pro player, but he had a 190. He went to play Scout in TF2. Was a very scary person to try and play against. I think my average is still a 250 or a 260. But I practiced it for a while. Definitely when I was practicing, it was closer to a 250. So, like, on days that I warmed up, it was better, noticeably. Yeah, when he says immediately, you hit things a lot faster than expected. I understand that. I mean, for most games, even most Twitch shooters, your reaction time is not that critical. As long as you don't have like a 500 millisecond reaction time, you're gonna be fine. But the average human reaction time, like, of people who do not play Twitch games, and you have to include people here who are older and therefore are less, I don't want to say less facile, but definitely who are less used to clicking mice at high speeds, have closer to a, some of them have closer to a 350, so the average drops to around a 300. Time is not as ridiculous as the last one I had, but it is still pretty good. More key magic. Alright. Yeah, last time I exited this world with a 2114. Which I think is my best World 6 ever. How'd that key get there? Magic. I'll explain it sometime. Maybe after this run if it goes okay. Movie magic. Yeah, the key is actually a duplicate that I swapped out when you weren't looking. The rabbit ate the first one. It's a very complicated trick for a pretty simple effect. So I'm like 10 seconds behind where I was last time. That's not a big deal. So I'm only 35 seconds ahead. No, wait. Yeah, no, that should be correct. Well, whatever. I'm a number ahead, and I need to be like 15 seconds ahead at the end of the run, so who gives a damn? Just sleight of hand, yeah. Tim is secretly a magician. You just haven't noticed. The whole rewinding time thing is just an illusion. Let's see if I can pull off the 1-2 strat. I'm not expecting to, but I will at least give it a brief try. Would explain his suit and tie. I wasn't aware that all magicians wore suits and ties, though I guess it does make things really easy to hide. Because you have those nice long sleeves. Nope. Nope, come on. Jesus. This is like one of the sloppiest 1-2s I've had in a long time. But it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not happy about it, but it doesn't really matter as long as this level goes okay. That's what I get for trying a strat that I practiced. It's never gonna go correctly. I tried both backups for it. No, I tried one of the backups. I didn't try grabbing the ladder. The ladder grab is just super inconsistent, which is why I don't even try it. So the trick is jumping a little bit earlier. That should give me a slightly nicer intersection with the platform, or slightly earlier intersection with the platform, which should mean that I get less of a vertical boost. There we go. Third try for that, so 3 total rewinds. And a head boost. What did I do to deserve this? Oh yeah, months of practice. This is a 2550. Should be 7th or 8th place, I forget which. Nice. Hyphy? What? As in hyphenated? That's the only word I know that starts HYPH. Yeah. I don't even know what hyphenated derives from, so I can't tell you any other words with that root. Could be a slang on hi-fi, as in high fidelity. It was very good. I can confirm that. Wow, 2 corner boosts during the epilogue. Hype-E. Sounds Greek. Oakland slang for hyperactive. Interesting. Huh. Well, thank you for the compliment, I guess. Yay! Yay! Yay.